talking about strongholds.
Hey, if you ain't willing to get rid of that money, then you still got some work to do. That's what he was telling me.
So what are strongholds?
It's a place where you deeply hold. It's a place where beliefs are deeply held. It's a belief. Strongholds are in your mind, in your heart. Racism is a stronghold.
What's some of the personal strongholds we deal with? Like the more
a personal
daily.
In my life, a personal stronghold for a long time was having to live with the fact of being sexually abused as a child. That was a stronghold.
So dealing with that, like that sexual abuse as a child, man, because that's one of the strongholds, man, that stick with you to the day you die.
It's no longer a stronghold for me.
How did you dismiss it?
With the help of the Most High. My spiritual growth and development. Because, and if you're talking about from the age of like 7, 8,
right.
All the way up into a grown man, I was like, if I ever see that motherfucker, I'll lay him out. For real. And
did you ever get a chance to see him again?
Nah.
Ever?
God.
Right.
Yeah.
How old?
Huh?
How old was you during this?
We was up here, 13. Was a friend of the family.
Did you tell a guardian, parent?
I was living with my parents, my father. I didn't want my father to go to jail because I know he was a killer,
Right.
Immediately.
Why do you think that, because Teresina, we was talking to her, and in her book, it talks about how silence, that with the sexual abuse, why do you think would people be so silent when they be sexually abused? Do you think they go into just an introverted stage, just like going to their little own capsule?
Any type of abuse, man, it makes a definite imprint on a person's soul. And when you've been abused, violated, you never forget it. Some things in life you never forget. You never get over.
Right.
The Bible, in the Bible, Paul petitioned God several times to remove a thorn that was in his side. The Most High never removed it, because the Most High knew that if he removed that thorn, then Paul would destroy himself. Sometimes a thorn keeps an individual humble.
That thorn in the side.
That thorn in the side kept him humble, kept things in perspective. You know what I mean?
Just having that hurt, that pain there.
But not allowing the pain to destroy you. It's learning how to channel the energy from the pain in a positive direction to produce good, to try and produce good. And that's daily. That ain't no one, I'm gonna do it today and that's daily. It is. We was talking about the rebirth and how, and I was telling you what the lion symbolizes.
Right.
The inner will of man, of coming into an understanding that we have within ourselves what we need to transmute the lower nature in us into the higher, to become a higher expression of who we are.
So you say the will.
The will. The will.
The will.
The will is it.
The will is the most powerful.
It is it.
The will is the most
will
high.
is it.
You know, because when you have the will to do anything, then basically
You
your mind
unstoppable.
is made up. You know, nobody can tell you.
Can't nobody tell you nothing.
What to do.
Ain't no obstacles.
So once you have that, go ahead.
No, I'll say even though you surrounded on all sides by opposition, you will continue to advance down the path. Even though you surrounded on all sides by opposition. You know, and I'm gonna tell you a lot. Instead of, I would encourage people, man, to really dig into the Mamba mentality, man, of Kobe. You know, that brother, man, he was something special, boy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in his mental.
Yeah.
You know,
he was locked in.
He was locked in, and once you get locked in on it,
yeah, you locked in, especially when you locked in on winning.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey. And it ain't.
And your winning ain't always got to be financial. It can be your winnings, your success can be. It can be just a family. It can be just your peace in life.
Peace in life.
You know, your happiness.
Your happiness.
You know, it ain't always got to be monetary.
No. And the main thing, but here's the main thing, man. It is that like in one of his reels, he said when he signed a contract with himself, this is what I'm gonna do. And he stuck to it. And I'm working on that, bruh. I'm talking about, it's easy to start something.
Right.
Everybody excited when it gets started. It's just like you get involved in a new relationship. It's brand new. You know, hey baby, how you doing? You know, I just called to see what's up. You know, when the newness of that thing then you find what you really dealing with.
I call it the honeymoon.
The honeymoon.
When the honeymoon over with, then we really get to know each other. Then what happened is that daily life will take over and we don't see things as an equal no more. You know, we live in the presence of our own heart. And what I mean by that is that I want to take you to church. I don't want to go. You need to save money for this. I want to do that. You know, the individuality started to take place. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all find out y'all two different people instead of the same. You know, the chemistry is off.
The individuality always been there. Just neither one of y'all real wanted to recognize it. Acknowledge it. You know, I hear a lot of people. You know, we use it, even myself included. You know, we say we kings, we queen, you know, and all this, right?
Right.
So, a king has a kingdom. A queen has a kingdom. See? So when the king and the queen come together, in order for that thing to work, they gotta both recognize the authority that each bring to the table. She a queen in her own right. If I don't refer to myself a king because I'm not ruling my, I ain't ruling my kingdom yet like I'm supposed to be ruling it.
Yeah, everybody mismanage it.
You know.
Yeah.
But and that kingdom that I'm talking about is me.
Right.
People talk about the church. The church. That building. You the church. The secret is you.
Right.
That's what's been kept from you for so long. That the secret is you. Don't it tell us in the word that everything that can be known about the Most High has been made in creation, things that have been created? Huh? Don't it tell us that? So all we got to do is study nature you learn about the Most High. Study yourself, you learn about the Most High. You on that path. The other day I was telling you one of the things, when the student is ready, the teacher appears.
Right.
On that path, the number one thing you are encouraged to do is to know yourself. Stop trying to know other people. I ain't got time for your business. I don't give a damn about what you're doing.
Right.
Do you?
I'm over here getting to know
I
myself.
gotta do me. I gotta learn me. You can't show up for me in a crisis. I can't show up for you in a crisis.
And it's crazy how people will spend more time with other people than they will with themselves.
Man, with yourself.
So how do you get to know yourself when you're spending more time with other people than you do in your own solitude?
Okay.
You know?
Okay. You use a phrase the other day, hypnotize. Hypnotize. That means that you have been subconsciously planning. You have allowed yourself to be subconsciously planning with somebody else's idea, and they move in you, when making you think that you doing you.
That's a form of it. But do you think that you can subconsciously plan ideas and seeds in your own mind that you can be hypnotized by?
So you talking about self-hypnosis. So hypnosis can only... Self-hypnosis. That's what you're talking about. Yeah. But it's when you make yourself vulnerable to that energy. You have to make yourself vulnerable. That stuff about all that. You got to be a willing participant in the process. You got to be a willing participant in the process.
So what do you think we need to be hypnotized now by in society?
What do I think we need to be hypnotized by?
Give us your definition of hypnosis.
See,
your definition
my definition of hypnosis, man, is I wouldn't use that word in any you know, I wouldn't use that word because to me that's negative. Because even when you go back, if you go back and you study history of, there was an experiment done by the CIA, you know, where they was mind control. You know, mind control and things like that. So you know, the main thing that I think is important.
So it's like a cult-like power to you.
See, you using adjectives, you know, a cult.
Because you said it was being hypnotized as people putting things in your head that you follow.
So I'm gonna put it to you like this here. My belief is that there is only one God. Okay, there is only one God who goes by many names. And that we all are an expression of that one God. And that the laws that govern the universe, that the laws that the Creator used to create what we know as the world that we live in, that energy ain't but one. It can produce good and it can produce
bad.
It's the same thing. The difference is how you use those laws. The difference in even taking it a step further, more than how you use the law, but your intention. You see, you asked me the other day, you said, man, why you think everything going on the way it is, like this, that, and the other? And I said, man, you know, well, the word tells us that the desires of the heart is the root of what's going on. Our desires are focused on the wrong thing. We seeking the stuff as opposed to seeking an understanding of the power that creates the stuff. You know, and I want to live my life in a way that I'm showing that I'm grateful for the Most High giving me the power to do what I do for life itself. You know, especially coming down the path we done been down. You know, and all of the hell, I know all of the hell that I've sown into the universe, man, and into the community, man. It is. I'm very grateful. You know. So right now, that's what the rebirth is about. The rebirth is about inspiring, man, positive action and awareness to that you are enough to do what you need to do for you. You don't need nobody else. You're enough. The thing is, you got to believe you're enough. So, you know, we can masquerade like we confident. Hey, but when you get around some real confidence, you melt. You know, they was saying that Cat Williams had a joke, man. He was talking about the 300s, right? He said, well, they was going around in the hood talking about they looking like a phantom.
But when that phantom pull up,
when that phantom pull up,
shit.
See what I'm saying? So when issues in life pull up that require the confidence,
got to be able to step up to the plate.
When you called on, what you gonna do?
And when you know what you know, you can speak it with confidence, and that's why it's important to learn something.
To learn something, man.
You know?
To learn something. To learn something. In the Quran, it said that the first command from Allah to the Prophet Muhammad was Iqra, if I'm not mistaken. Then I'm wild. But that means to read. Read. You know what I mean? Read.
And I was just reading about while we speaking on this and we recording, I was just reading about character. You know, determining the strength of people's character. And it was talking about character and how you gauge people's character and how you determine if people have strong character by how they handle adversity, how they deal with other people, what are the patterns that they stick to, the routines that they stick to, how are they able to overcome difficulties and things of this nature. You know, how aggressive they are with people, you know, seeing a representative of them, but seeing their footsteps do other things. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna ask you, man, what's a strong character, man? How do you know, because I know with that confidence, that self-assertiveness, you know, it helps you to build character, you know. What are some of the things that you did in order for you to develop a strong character? And that you're still doing to better your character?
I seek to submit myself to the Most High because I realize that without the Most High, I am nothing. I can do nothing. Without the Most High, I would not have life. You know, so character, you know, personality is who people perceive you to be. Character is who you are. So people think, a lot of times you say, people will say, well, I'm going to go on this side, you know, and on the other side of town, this going to be better than this side of town. But see, wherever you go, you go. Who you are goes wherever you go. So when strong character for me, man, has been one of humility, you know, one of being able to admit that I was wrong. I was wrong. And I'm talking about I'm talking about, you know, not just with my mouth. It took a long time, because I feel like okay, for so long in my life, like everything, you know, I feel like people needed to pay for what I suffered. You did what I endured, what I had nothing to do, man. I'm just trying to be a good individual at that time, as I was raised to be. But then I'm getting introduced to this wicked world, man. People, your people can be so evil. So evil, man. You know, I heard Farrakhan say a few weeks ago that, you know, it's hard to identify the enemy now. There was a time when it was clear who the enemy was.
How we identify the enemy now?
Through character.
Through character.
Through what you producing. It say, how do we identify the character? It is, the Bible tell us, you will know a tree by the fruit it bears. You will know. So, I mean, some of our people, I have been myself one of the greatest enemies to my own community. I had to acknowledge that, bruh. We don't want to acknowledge it.
So that right there starts with building characters.
We got to do it.
Fessing up to ourselves.
Man, look.
Yeah.
First thing I did, man, I told my daughters, man, I'm like, look, hey, I apologize for not being in your life. It's not your fault. You know, hey, it was other little issues that also, but I wanted them to know that even the one that I didn't know about. You know what I mean? So I own, it ain't their fault, man. We got to own up to the fact that a lot of what's tearing our families and communities up is us. But we got to have that conversation in love, man. It ain't about putting nobody down.
So where you think it started in the home, like, you know, the parents, the kids.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely. You are taught initially how to interact with other people at home.
So good character building started home.
Started home.
And the more better your character is, the more your kids will follow.
Right. They say when you train a child in the way they should go when they old, they won't depart from the way. They won't depart from the way.
So with a lot of individuals out here, you know, because we got a lot of individuals out here that don't have any character, weak characters, loose character, just
everybody got character.
No matter how you look at it, huh?
Everybody got character.
Everybody got character. Good or bad.
Whether it's good or bad. Everybody got character.
Everybody got character.
It's either useful or it's not.
Yeah.
No.
And it's you gotta find it in some type of way to make that character benefit you.
There you go.
You know. So.
And that's learning how to transmute the energy from the lower nature into the higher nature.
Taking that person's character and making it work for you.
And everybody ain't gonna come at the same time. Me and you was talking yesterday about how it hurt, man, that everybody that you want to go can't go. Everybody that you want to go with you can't go. That's just real. But it's just like you said, man, you can't go with me right here.
On this.
You know, that don't mean I don't love you, got love for you, none of that.
We just not together on
We
this
just
right
we
here.
just not together on this.
Mm-hmm. You can't be a part of everything.
You can't be a part of everything.
You know.
If you try to be a part of everything, you're a part of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do everything.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be everything for everybody. I got to be everything for me.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Because if I am everything for me, it empowers me to be what you need me to be.
Mm-hmm. Start with yourself first.
Start with yourself.
I can't be everything to you, and I ain't been nothing to myself.
You my man.
Mm-hmm.
We living next door, both our house on fire. You better believe I ain't running over there putting yours out.
No, I put my own shit
I'm gonna
out
put my
first.
own shit out.
Right. Yeah.
We living next door to each other. You gonna leave your house, let your house burn down,
Right.
come over here to help me put mine out?
Right. Put mine out first.
Man, come on.
You know.
Real talk.
So it's just necessary that a person gonna think of themselves first.
Come on, that's natural, man.
That's natural.
But we've been programmed to believe that when we think about self, that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's selfish. But damn, ain't I supposed to think about myself?
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
So when you go to sleep, when you lay down at night, you know, you got to make sure, you know, you're in a comfortable position.
I'm in a comfortable.
I'm
gonna make sure
all your responsibility so you can have that peace when you lay down.
I'm gonna make sure you living lavish, but I'm living like a bum.
Right. Right.
I'm in a cardboard box.
Yeah.
Poverty ain't no indicator of holiness.
Mm-hmm. That's deep right there. Man, that's deep right there.
Poverty ain't no indicator of holiness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you know, I was about to post the other day, you know, it ain't the bag that's causing all the confusion. It ain't the bag. It's the love of the bag.
Some people can't even get to the bag. Other people's that can, and just the kind of the love for the bag, everybody trying to get to a bag and they cutting each other's neck off to get to it.
And now, take that. I got that from where it said, money is not the root of all evil. It's the love of the money. The love of material things.
And I think we all have an obsession for that. Material things. It's something we always want.
But there's a balance. We have to have it. There must be balance.
There you go. Must be balance.
Must be balance. That's what the scales is about.
And like with the with the world, with the advertisement, with the opulence that they show you, you know, it's like it's designed to make you that way. You know, it's a design to make you to think like that, to be covetous. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might got a 07, you know, then another, you got a 07 Lincoln truck, then the 2022 then came out, the 23 then came out, you want that one, then this new coat that came out, you want that one, the new Cardis that came out, you want that one. The Jordans that came out, you want that, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
40 years later, 40 years later, the Temptation song, Don't Let the Joneses Get You Down, is still relevant. Joneses got a new car today.
Yeah.
You dig?
Yeah.
So now Jones got caught. Man, I'm going to get me one.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, my man, just got that right there. Oh, not there, you know.
I'm going to keep up with the Joneses.
Man, the Joneses have caused many lives, man. I give you, you know what? You can have all of that if you just bow down to the lower nature. That's what the Messiah. That's what the enemy, the adversary, was tempted of, the Messiah.
So basically, understanding what your lower nature is, all your flaws, You know, everything that's been keeping you stagnant, you know what I'm saying? Things that ain't been keeping you moving forward in life, you know, and start loving yourself. You know.
You got to be around loving energy, man. Do not play with fire and think that you won't be burned. I can't play with certain things, man. I can't interact in certain ways like I used to because that old person is dead. If any man be in Christ, he's a new creature. He's another person. You know what I mean? Don't mean that it means mentally that you've been transformed. You don't think the same. But it's not an overnight process.
Rebirth.
It's not an overnight process. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to continue to make them. Life going to be full of them. But my friend, his sister wrote a book called Learning How to Lose. Learning how to lose. You know what I mean? Because loss is going to come. It's how we manage it. Success going to come.
How you manage
It's
it.
how you manage it. Success, a lot of times the Most High withholds success from us because it will kill us.
They say if you want to know a man's strength, give him the world.
Present a man with the opportunity for the potential to gain something, and you'll find out his true nature. Hard as it is to know an individual, present him with the opportunity to think he's going to gain something. You'll see his true nature.
Yeah, see his true nature. Yeah, you'll see his true nature. And the thing about that is that, like you said, you know, we only, you know, God gonna put so much things on us that we could bear, you know, and sometimes you have to be prepared for a lot of those things, like you were saying, like with your rebirth and with you changing, it took years, and sometimes it takes years in order to be able to, you know, get that pot of gold at the right end of the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? The preparation.
And that is when your spirit and soul and body, man, is in harmony
with the universe.
Everything is working. Everything is working. You got a proper understanding. You know, I told you I was listening. I started reading Thick Face, Black Heart, and one part it was talking about one of the masters was fixing pancakes, and he was just dropping them in there, and he said, "Perfect, perfect." Every time he said, "Perfect, perfect," they look at him like, "Man, that ain't no pancake. That's a herb." Look down there. "No, that ain't how no pancake look." He said, "Perfect." You know what it was saying. It is developing attitude that whatever comes in life, it is perfect. Because that's the attitude we should have. Whatever shape it come in, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect to develop something in me that need to be developed in me that I may not even know.
So you saying let everything be a teacher as to where you taking all your adversity, all your everything that's coming out good, bad, you taking it as a friend.
That's
you
right.
Taking it and turning it into a friend.
That's right. That's right.
And to have that type of attitude, you gotta have a attitude as to where, you know, you able to shape things out of nothing. You able to take adversity in a difficult situation and turn it into something better.
That's an alchemist.
You know, so that's an alchemist.
Learning how to manipulate the elements.
Yeah.
Turn the dirt into diamonds.
Diamonds, yeah.
You know, but here's the thing. It's all of you are the diamond. It ain't about a physical diamond.
And a lot of people don't know that.
You the diamond. The job is to peel back the layers that have been stacked up, preventing you from realizing that you the diamond already. You're already the diamond. You know?
It's about just taking yourself out of that dirt.
Taking yourself out of that dirt.
Putting that confidence in you. Building up that character. Turning yourself into a pot of gold.
That's it.
Being your own alchemist.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Transmuting yourself from the lower self to the higher self.
That's it right there. That's it. Not trying somebody else. Yourself.
Start with yourself first.
And what's supposed to be in your space gonna be in your space. What ain't. Ain't.
You have to align yourself with the universe too.
Your spirituality like rain dance.
Yeah.
That's why you
right.
You put rain dance on your car, hey, that water hit it, beat up.
Yeah.
That negative energy hit you, it beat up.
And you just got to be just like water. Adapt.
Woo!
Yeah.
Guru Maya said, let it roll off your back like a water roll off a duck back.
Yeah.
Like a duck back.
Yeah.
Them down coats, you remember them coats? Yeah. Duck with the duck feathers.
Oh yeah, the triple fat goose.
Yeah.
Right.
Them feathers, man, they don't go down. When they get soaking wet, still won't go on the water. See what I'm saying? Let it roll off your back.
So at the end of the day, we got to be malleable. We got to be shapeable. We got to be able to adapt. We got to be able to adjust.
We on the potter's wheel, man. We the clay. God is the potter.
Shaping it.
The Most High is shaping us.
How much is that up to us to shape ourselves?
How much of it is up? I'm not wrestling. It's not wrestling with.
Like, okay, God is the shaper of us, but as well, we gotta shape ourselves in the process as well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and how much of that depends upon how we exercise our will, our choices. Choices, man, thoughts. Thoughts produce things. Thought produces energy. Thought gonna produce something good or negative. Either way.
Everything around you is produced by your thought.
By your thought. Your situation has been created by your
thoughts. Yeah. Your whole circumstance
has been created by your thought.
You are the sum total of all your thoughts.
As a man thinketh, so is he. I want to lose weight, but I'm eating up every damn thing. I can't back up from the table. I don't want to work out. Well, I don't want to lose weight.
I want to save money, but I got 1,000 things I'm spending my money on.
Hey, you just right.
You know,
that's the right thing. Right. Yeah. So I mean, our actions got to line up with our thought, man. And then once our action line up with our purpose, and it gets in the heart, man, and the universe takes it on, can't be stopped.
Can't be stopped.
You can't be stopped. You be like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
In the fire furnace.
Didn't even get burned up.
Yeah.
You said you would walk through fire and not be what?
Burned.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, hey, man, I believe Saginaw strong.
There you go.
Saginaw strong.
And that's how we go in now. Saginaw strong, Saginaw awesome.
Yeah, Saginaw strong.